Hey, Tony here, and I just want to stop you real quick because I made a video and it's awesome, but the beginning is not fast. And this is a little bit faster, a little bit more energy, but the story is fantastic. If you listen, it's about a Uber driver named Barbara, and her story is not unlike your story. It's not unlike my story, and if you just listen and give it the 4 or 5 minutes, it will be so worth it. Thank you. If you like it, please let me know at the end of the video. Thank you for listening and watching. Hey, Tony Ubertasio here, and I want to tell a quick story from last night. I was in an Uber on the way home and had a great conversation with a woman that, I think the lesson is so important that it needs to be shared. And so the conversation is not unlike a conversation I've had a lot of times. I think that what we got to was particularly special, in part because it was such a short amount of time that we were able to talk, and in part because she was just really open and heard and listened well. And so the conversation got to a point where she was asking about how I'm running this business and how I'm, showing up, and she said something. She said, well, I also came from a loud, funny, crazy family, but it pushed me down. It made me, really quiet. And even today, she's like, I hate being at family parties. I'd much rather have one-on-one time with anyone in the room than be in a busy, noisy, loud room. It just makes me feel not powerful. And I said, well, that's so great. That's such a special thing. And I'm sure that everyone loves you and loves having that one-on-one time with you, because there's a way that you get to be present and be there for it that, the average family member isn't able to provide that. And she said, well, maybe, but, it's really hurting me in this job search. No one wants that type of personality at their business. And I was like, well, if you don't mind me overstepping, Barbara, can I share a perspective? And she said, yeah, of course. And I said, well, the only thing that is a detriment, or an only thing that makes it a weakness, is the thought that you even consider your personality a weakness. I was like, I could very easily make an argument that what you have is so unique and so powerful that any business would want it. What if you were to show up in the room and own the fact that you are incredible one-on-one? What if you were to show up and say, hey, listen, I know exactly who I am, and who I am is going to be the best person in the company on the phone. When I'm on the phone with someone one-on-one, I can hear a nuance, I can hear the way that they communicate, and I listen in a way that others don't. I'm disarming. I make people feel safe, and that's a beautiful skill that I have. Additionally, I know a weakness of mine. My weakness is big rooms. So if we're gonna have, big team meetings, expect that I'm the note taker. Expect that I'm observing the dynamics in play. And though you might not hear me in the room, I'll be able to give the most thoughtful and valuable perspective of anyone in the room, because I can hear the nuance, because I'm not busy thinking about what to say or how I need to prove a point. I'm taking it all in. I was like, Barbara, I hear what you're saying, but everyone's different, and that's a beautiful thing. And the power is when you own what makes you different and what makes you you, and step fully into it. I got out of the car like seconds later, and she said, thank you so much. I can't tell you how I needed to hear that. And I think that's the second part of the story, is that that's, I guess that's my gift. My gift is being able to show people a side of them that they might not be able to see. I'm able to reflect back to them a version of themselves that might be scary, but is very real and very achievable. And I want to do that more. And so whatever your thing is, you might call it a crutch now, but that is going to be your power source. And if there's anything I can do to help you assess who you are and how you show up and how you can show up, the potential that you have for being bigger and more valuable to those around you, please let me know. The story I have with Barbara is special for sure. It's from last night, but it's not unique. I want you to hear that. I want you to know that you are Barbara. I am Barbara. The things that scare us, the things that we call weaknesses, are most often actually going to be our most powerful resource. And the thing that when we lean into it and stand fully into it, it'll probably be the thing that makes us most special. So, just some food for thought. This is Tony Ubertasio, and I'll talk to you soon.